The second part to our video series is what is love? It's an interesting term because it's such a sought after commodity in our society. We're all looking for love. In Maslow's hierarchy of 6 human needs, love and connection comes into the fourth of the human needs. It's right up there. And it is essential for us. And in fact, in primitive times, it's our connection to one another as people in our small villages that made us the apex predator that we are currently on the planet. We weren't the strongest and we weren't the fastest on the planet, but it was our collaboration through love and connection that allowed us to become the #1 species on the planet. And so we're seeking love all the time. What's really interesting is that for most of us, we spend all of our time seeking that love external to ourselves, from a partner, from our children, from our siblings, from our parents. And I don't know about you, but none of those people have ever lived up to the expectations of what I'm needing from my love, which then leads us to conflict and all sorts of things in those relationships, because I'm seeking from them something which they cannot give me, and that is the love of self. So, if you're like me, you've spent most of your life looking for that love outside of yourself. And then hopefully, you get an epiphany, maybe through some work like this, or you do a program, or you just engage in a process of personal development where you start to generate genuine love for yourself. And the last two of the human needs on Maslow's hierarchy of 6 human needs is personal growth and contribution. And when we engage in both of those, we actually generate a good feeling which emanates from our soul, this other part of our being. So from our mind, we genuinely feel good about ourselves. So the keys to finding love in myself is personal growth and contribution. And I would suggest that the first step to our personal growth is gratitude. And I'm not talking about gratitude for the brand new Merc that I bought or anything like that. I'm talking about gratitude for waking up in the morning, giving me one more shot at this day. Gratitude for living in Western society in one of the most affluent countries in the world. Gratitude for the beautiful humans that I've got in my life, like my daughter and my son and my family and my friends, my dear friends. Gratitude for an able body. Gratitude for whatever it happens to be that you're grateful for. But how often do we have a practice where we go and consciously become grateful for that on a daily basis? I can tell you right now, it very, very quickly transforms your mindset or your paradigm on how the world is operating. Because if you can find gratitude in the small things, then it's not hard to find gratitude for the big things. Once I start to do that, I develop a deep sense of self-esteem and self-love. And as a consequence, then I can display empathy, vulnerability. I can connect with others. Now, how does that play out in our businesses and our leadership roles and our family life as parents, whatever it happens to be, wherever we need our leadership, is that we're more connected. We're more connected to self, and then we become more connected to others. As a consequence, we can't control other people. There's only 3 things we get to control. It's our thoughts, our emotions, and our actions. And that's challenging for most of us. It was certainly a challenge for me when I first got in contact with that statement. But I can influence others. I can influence them by my behavior. See, if I model love, then others will model love around me. And it's certainly been my experience that is overwhelmingly the response that I've seen in others when I've been truly self-loving and therefore connected and loving to them. I hope that's a good overview of what love is. We'll do another video on what prevents it coming up shortly.